Hey, if you like snow skiing, ice fishing, snowmobiling, if you like cleaning snow and ice off your windshield before you go to work in the morning, you like temperatures that are 26, 27 degrees, probably coming to Florida has never seriously crossed your mind. But if you are among the 1,000 people every day who have already moved to Florida over the last 3 years, probably coming to Florida is something that is on your mind, and you will find this video quite intriguing because I'm going to talk about the 7 best places to live. Now, I've used Zillow, I've used Realtor.com, I've used Forbes and US News, I've talked to local people, and I've lived here myself in Sarasota. So the information is coming to you subjectively, I realize. What I'm hoping is that you'll disagree and that you'll give me some feedback as to why you think there should be other cities in place of these, what I'm going to call the lucky 7. The 7 best cities in the state of Florida. Let's begin with number 1, Sarasota. It's been a long time favorite in the ratings of the best place to live in the state of Florida. World-class beaches, you're not going to beat them. Siesta Key Beach is 99% quartz sand. It feels like talcum powder, and it is cool to the touch. So you don't burn your hands, you don't burn your feet. It comes down from the Appalachian Mountains. It's piled up here over the course of centuries. And this number 1 beach, Siesta Key, twice in the last 17 years has been ranked by Beachcomber magazine as the number 1. But you don't just have Siesta Key. You've got Lido Key. You've got Longboat Key. You've got Anna Maria Island, Crescent Beach. You've got Venice beaches. That's 20 miles to the south. Gorgeous, gorgeous beaches, and they're not all the same. Siesta Key is unique because for whatever reason, that sand is unique. You can go just a few miles to the south, and you've got sand that's coarser. You're going to find shark's teeth there. So beaches, very attractive as to why Sarasota is ranked as the top level. There are 449,000 people in Sarasota County. In Sarasota City, the residents, their average age 49. You get the second best school district of all of the 69 in Sarasota. Very, very well respected. You get the average price of housing in Sarasota at $444,000, a bit on the steep side. US News ranked Sarasota Memorial Hospital among the top 10 in the United States. That's very attractive to people 49, 59, 69 and beyond. Sarasota is a great place to retire, and so that brings a lot of people. Then 45 minutes to the north, you've got Tampa hospitals, which are also world-renowned, give Sarasota a very, very high ranking. Nature lovers, bird watchers, fishermen, I'm talking world-class fishing, hikers, bicycle enthusiasts, they love Sarasota. You've got the Legacy Trail, 30 miles. Imagine, wide enough and paved for a car to drive down, but no cars are allowed, no motorcycles allowed. You can only walk. You can bicycle with manual or electric bikes. You can scooter, or if you're handicapped, you got wheelchair accessibility. It is 30 miles long. You like the long bike trails? You're not going to deal with any hills. You're just going to have a beautiful scenic route. Very, very attractive. You've got Mayaca Park. That is 19 miles to the east, more trails, more hiking, wonderful place for camping. Tents as well as campers, big or small. Sarasota is referred to as the cultural center on the West Coast. You've got John Ringling Art Museum. You got the Circus Museum. Howard Tibble did a 50-year project out of his own pocket, spent his own money. It is absolutely exquisite. Your kids will love it. I took my grandkids there. They were absolutely enthralled. I thought they would be done in an hour. We spent 2.5 hours in that museum, and they loved every single minute. When they were home to Virginia, they said, Pache, the museum was the best, along with the live circus that we went to the night before. So art, Van Weasel, you've got Performing Arts Center, you got the ballet, you've got just wonderful opportunities. If you got an artistic flair, Sarasota draws people for that very reason. US News puts Sarasota in number 1 position as best place to live in Florida, but Forbes says, no, I don't agree with that. They listed as number 8. So there you have it. Take your pick somewhere in between. Either way, you're going to come out with Sarasota is going to be a very, very nice place for you to visit, vacation, or live. 115 miles to the south of Sarasota, you've got Naples. U.S. News ranks Naples as the second best place to live in the state of Florida. Naples has an average age of 66. and the snowbirds love it there, as well as the retirees. Why? Well, you've got 80 championship golf courses. It's referred to as the golfing capital of the state of Florida. You've got exquisite shopping and eating opportunities. So Naples has been a long-standing rival of Sarasota as the #1 place to live. You've got the lowest crime rate in the state of Florida in the city of Naples, and you have a school district that is #6 in the state. You're going to be good there if you're still working and you have the funds to live there. The downside, second most expensive city to live in the state of Florida next to Miami. Housing, $715,000 for the average priced home in Naples. You're not going to find anything to the south of Naples except Alligator Alley, which connects the city of Naples with the city of Miami. You're going to find that the Everglades is a great place to drive through, but you don't want to walk through. Unfortunately, snake lovers, over the course of years, Brazilian anacondas have now taken home in the Everglades. So you've got alligators, you've got big snakes, 20, 30 feet long, and you don't want to be messing around in the Everglades unless you're in an area that's well surveyed, well mapped out. Don't try to get close to the gators or the snakes. They're wild animals. They can and they have hurt people, so don't be among those that suffer things the hard way. I've placed Orlando in #3 position, arguably so. You have 52 million people every year that visit that city. You've got a lot of supply and demand, so a lot of people that visit there need places to stay. VRBO business is big, so there's a lot of rental property, and homes are very, very reasonably priced at only $350,000 on the average. You've got a school district that is 20th out of 69. You've got the average price of your home at $350,000. So Walt Disney World draws a lot of people. This is the only one of the top 7 that I've put into the top 7 that's not on the coast. Now, part of that reason is not everyone wants to be near the coast. Hurricanes have been, are, and will continue to be a reality in the state of Florida. So being in the middle of the state where Orlando is puts you a very comfortable drive. You can be at Cocoa Beach, which is the closest one. It's on the east coast of Florida. It's only a 50 to 65-minute drive, depending on the traffic, and you can get there. Downside of Orlando, you cannot ignore the elephant in the room. The locals refer to it as the longest and the narrowest parking lot in the world, but technically it is State Route 4. Very, very crowded. Certain times of the year, especially in season and during spring break, watch out because you'll be spending some time. Make sure you take some Audible books or something that will help you pass the time because State 4 is going to eat up some of your time trying to get to Orlando. Great place to live, great place to visit. Tampa Bay is a real hot spot. The residents refer to themselves as Champa Bay. Why? Well, you've got the baseball team, Tampa Bay Devil Rays, 2008 world champions. You've got Tampa Lightning hockey team. The last 2 out of 3 years, they've hoisted the Stanley Cup. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 3 years ago with Tom Brady coming down from New England. They put the hurt dance on the NFL and walked away with the world championship. So the city of Tampa, they love their sports, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous city. It's no longer best known for Busch Gardens and their world-famous zoo. They also have, arguably, but Burns Steakhouse. Those that have been there said it's the best steakhouse in the world. You'll have to go there and determine that yourself. I don't have an opinion on that. I've never been there. But the average age in Tampa is only 36 years. The average home's going to cost you $411,000. You're going to have the 24th best school district in the public school system out of 69. You've got some ups and you got some downs. You've got Davis Island, and on Davis Island, you can get away from the city, look across the water and from a parkland onto the city skylight. It is absolutely gorgeous. Tampa is unbelievable, really. Go to the convention center. Who thinks of convention centers as being beautiful? But the Tampa Convention Center sits on the water, boats, yachts outside the center. Unbelievable. You can sit in restaurants, 90 different restaurants, and watch the sunset. You can have a variety of price ranges. You've got all kinds of activities. A lot of younger people. Average age 36 is not bad, so you've got a professional crew that's going into that city. and bringing things to a reasonable rate. The Riverwalk is 2.5 miles long and follows the Hillsborough River. If you want to double your efforts, you can walk 4.5 miles on the world's longest sidewalk. It's technically called the Bayshore Boulevard Walkway, and it is really, really, really nice. Forbes puts Tampa in the #1 best place to live in Florida these days, partly because of that downtown exquisite beauty. The water is all around that city. So downside, there's no beach per se that is in Tampa. They go to their beaches in St. Petersburg, which is the next one that I'm going to deal with. Let's get there now. St. Petersburg is just a little to the southwest of Tampa. It's in Pinellas County. It's 1/3 the size in population. It's only 260,000 people. You've got another 100,000 more in Tampa. But the beaches in St. Petersburg, they're absolutely beautiful. You've got Paso Grill Beach, you've got Upton Beach, you've got St. Pete's Beach, and those three beaches take care of the city of St. Petersburg as well as Tampa. Now, you got to be careful not to confuse St. Petersburg with St. Pete's Beach. They're two separate cities. The average age in St. Petersburg is 43 years. The average home is priced at $385,000. Your kids are going to be educated in the 13th out of 69 best public school districts in the state of Florida. So St. Petersburg is a hot item. You're going to get the benefit of Tampa. You're going to get the benefit of the beaches right there and a better school system than Tampa has to offer. The locals refer to Jacksonville as Jacks. They are proud of Jacks. They love their city. Got about 1 million people living in Jacksonville, and that makes it big enough to support the Jacksonville Jaguar football team. They are also fan lovers. There's 90 restaurants there, cafes, St. John River area of Jacksonville. Very, very, very nice. You've got Atlantic Beach. You've got Jacksonville Beach. You're only 17 miles away to the east in Jacksonville from those beaches. And if you want to shop, you'll have all the shopping you want because there are 175 shops to shop at the St. John's shopping area. And so you're not going to have any problem there. The average home is $289,000. Average age is 36. So it's easier to get into the home market in Jacksonville. That's a lot of the reason why people are going. So you're close to the water, but you don't have to pay an arm and a leg to get one of those close to the water places like you do in Naples, Sarasota, Tampa area. So the last on my list of the lucky 7 best places to live is St. Augustine. St. Augustine is the oldest continuously occupied city in the United States. It goes all the way back to 1565. The man, the myth, and the legend, Ponce de Leon, with his famous Fountain of Youth. It all originated there in St. Augustine. You've got a very, very strong Spanish architectural design. You walk down the side streets in the main downtown area of St. Augustine, you will never guess that you are in a town on the eastern coast of Florida. It doesn't look like Florida at all. Wonderful architectural design, very, very nice flair, and you've got the #1 school district. St. John's School District is the #1 public school district in the state. Anastasia Island is a 14-mile-long barrier island. It's home to Crescent Beach, Butler Beach, St. Augustine Beach, and much more popular in St. Augustine is when you'll find that Gulf of Florida surfing. You don't get surfing on the Gulf of Mexico. The waves just don't support a surfboard. But in St. Augustine, you've got enough surf coming from the Atlantic Ocean that people can surf. It's a very, very nice area. You got 300,000 residents in St. Augustine. The average age is 48 years. They're very proud to host their #1 school district, and they figure, hey, it's well worth it to pay an average price of $400,000 for the best school district for my kids, or if they're going to be supportive of grandkids, they do the same thing. There you have it, my friend. What I call the lucky 7 best places to live in the state of Florida. Have you found it helpful? I would love for you to hit that share button. I'd like for you to hit the like button. And if you find it controversial, I would really love it if you would just send me a comment. Tell me why you think those 7 should be replaced with blank. Tell me what you think. I know that the Keys, Key West, Florida is going to be among those. Miami's going to be among that I didn't mention. You got Fort Lauderdale. You got Daytona. Daytona, you see, is going to be some of the cheapest coastal living in the state of Florida. But I didn't choose it for other reasons reasons, but you tell me what you're thinking. Hey, this is Brent Haggerty, Golf Premier Sarasota, and I'm looking forward for you to hit that notification button, because the next time in just 2 days, I've got another theme you're not going to want to miss. What are the upcoming changes in the real estate market? How can I prepare for them? How can I be best suited? So give me a shout. My information is there. Talk to you real soon.